of the Shenanigans show. We're going this week. Remember the time you in Texas, you were 6'2". Yeah, I'm Eric.
I'm Adam. We have a guest at the table tonight. What's your name?
The game you saw,
Witness protection program, if you will.
We changed the name of the guild to protect the innocent. You know what I mean?
So we're going to be sharing some stories with every good pub, every good bar, every good bar patron has a story. So who's going to kick it off this evening? Ben, why don't you start it?
And this is like, you just don't get involved in other people's problems. Yes, they're good, man. We do all that for a reason. So here we are. We're at two-step in a little bar. It's actually pretty big. I can't remember the name of it now. But we're sitting there.
The little big bar.
Yeah, the little big bar. So I walk outside, half inebriated. This dude sitting there just bashing this girl's face on the down. Wow, on the hood. I tapped him on the shoulder. I drilled him because I thought I was 6 foot in Texas. You know? So
Texas, you were.
So I dropped him like a bad habit, right?
You drilled him.
He falls to the ground. Then this girl jumps on me. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's looking at me. She's bleeding all over me. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you picking up all bad? I was like, oh, my God. You can see the bone in her nose. She can split her open that bad. I'm like, get the hell off of me. So then I reached down and took the dude's keys. Boom! And I slung him as far as I could. And I said, y'all need to call a cab. And that was me, 6 foot tall and bulletproof in Texas. I should have taken his truck because it was nicer than mine. Mine only had 3 wheels. You
didn't want to take his girlfriend too?
No. She had a bum
She was already
nose.
broke in.
She had a bum nose, man. Who wants a girl with a bum nose?
Since when were you picky?
Apparently, he hadn't had enough to drink that night.
I didn't know.
He said he was only half inebriated.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. It's like, hey, man, he's like, how many 10s have you banged? It's like, I hadn't banged a whole lot of those, but I have banged 5 2s.
There you go. I did bang 5 too. Adam, come on, man. You used to live in Texas.
I've been on probation there a couple of times.
Even though
What are you
you're
talking
still
about?
wanted there.
That is an extraditing state.
They can't
So
hear us
South
in
Carolina.
Texas. They can't hear us in Texas.
It's the internet.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
You got to run under the radar.
Well, that's
dude.
the
You
thing.
got to be Spanish.
Well, that's
You
the
know
thing.
what I mean?
Every time I've been pulled over here, they're always like, you have an open warrant in Texas. I was like, yeah, you want to give me a ride? And I'm not going all the way. I'm not driving 900 miles to take care of some Class B misdemeanor.
This is the King
He
2.
knows the class. That's when you know you're bad, when you make a B in misdemeanor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's the old saying? Sex is a misdemeanor. The more demeanor I get.
I can remember one time I thought I was 6'2" in Texas. I was at a music venue, a club, but it's more of a hip hop scene.
Oh, yeah. You
Oh, yeah, you fit right in.
Oh no, I don't.
Pick it up, tuck it in. What name again?
Yeah, I mean,
That's why you had them 3-finger links.
I mean, and there was some legitimately there were some Rough Riders in there wearing bulletproof vests with the R's on them, and I'm just like, man, I'm in the wrong place. But I'm hanging out with my buddies, liquor's flowing, we're in VIP section. I'll walk into the bathroom. It's got an attendant. He's got all those little, colognes and
shit.
gums and shit, and a couple.
It's a stripper bar.
Yeah,
Adam.
well, no, it wasn't.
Do you offer you urinal cake instead?
But he had some of the most crappiest colognes. I mean, I'm pretty sure he peeled the tester sticker off of all of them. And stole them from Walmart.
Or Big Lots?
I mean, it's like Brute and, just
Old Spice?
Yeah, I mean, some old, And I'm like, dude, what? And I'm so
High karate.
Yeah, you know, I'm laughing at it, and I'm like, man, what's this crap? What's this crap? I was like, dude, I remember wearing that back in junior high, man. Damn, how old is that?
Polo.
Yeah, just straight up polo. I was one of them. But I was so drunk, I knocked them all over. All of them.
And then used it as a breath mint.
No. And I'm in there just kind of...
No, that's in
I'm in there just making fun. I'm making fun of the dude's colognes. I'm in there talking shit, and next thing you know, I knock them all down. I'm plastered. Next thing I know, like I said, I'm in VIP section. Next thing I know, two big dudes got me by both sides. Got me by underneath my arms and underneath my legs right here, and picked me up and just took. And this is, dude, you talk about a walk of shame. It was like a movie theater type club. So I mean, they took me all the way down these stairs, through the dance floor, by the bar, and out the front door, and literally tossed me on the fucking sidewalk
In public. Hey,
But you wouldn't have.
That happened to me one time. I was down there at the titty bar, and I was drunk as hell, and I had to take a leak, right? And I just knocked this other dude out of the way, and I went in there, and it was just a line of cocaine in there. And I said, don't mind if I do. And I did the shit. Right, and then the guy that went in next to me, he wanted to whip my ass about it. You know? And so then I left there. Man, I probably had, I don't know how much to drink. So I got pulled over by a highway patrolman.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he asked me, he's like, man, how much do you have to drink tonight? I said, fuck, I don't know. Probably a case of beer. I said, don't worry, I did 8 ball of cocaine today. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm on point. I can pass that number now.
Back to yours, to quote Ron White, you wouldn't have been in public because you didn't want to be in public.
This is the best part. I knew where the club was, but I didn't drive. I rode with a friend, so I was the navigator. Well, I was so drunk when we got back in this car. Yeah. I was so drunk, I didn't know where I was at. I couldn't figure out how to get back. I was like, find the highway. We ended up going the wrong damn way on a toll road in Dallas, Texas. Okay. We went down.
Well, every cent. When you went to the toll, did they give you 50 cents?
No.
Because they went through backwards.
In fact,
like I do that shit all night long.
And the tolls were only like 50 cents. Well, neither one of us had any cash on us whatsoever, so we ended up just blowing through a couple of tolls trying to get back going the right way.
No, dude, that reminds me of the time I woke up butt-ass naked in the fetal position when them truck stop showers that took quarters. Dude, it bugged me for months. I figured, where the fuck did I get all them quarters? I had no pockets. Not a one. You know what I mean? Don't worry, I did limp a little bit. Hey man, when you need money, you got to do what you got to do.
$20 to $20.
Hey, there you go. That's with the glove. Bro. Yeah, it's 22. The glove comes off. You know what I mean? I ain't cheap.
Yeah, spits extra.
That's right. That's right. You see, I got my goggles on too. That shit get your eye burning like a motherfucker. You know.
You get your bin goggles on.
It's like, I'm going to go make me some money. I'll be right back.
Oh man. Okay, haven't been to Texas, but where I did do bar security for a lot of years. So the very
name a state you have been to.
Have been to
South Carolina,
North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, DC.
So basically the East Coast.
Florida, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky.
Damn. No, you said that wrong. You said that wrong. It's not Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay, you said like West Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay, you take West Virginia, take Kentucky, and take Florida, put them all together. That's as close to Texas as you're ever going to get.
Okay. That's pretty jacked up. So, very first night, we got this new bouncer starting to work with me. Ends up being my best friend Chad now. We're thinking, this is the old honky tonk bar. We're out there just having a good old time, laughing at things, and this fight breaks out. Okay, and when I say fight, I'm talking, it's one of these ones that actually clears the whole damn bar. And we're talking girls fighting people, everything else.
Well, wait a minute. Now, real quick, when we say clear the bar, we're not everybody around outside. We're talking about people that were sitting at the bar, right?
Oh, no. No, I'm talking everybody cleared out of the bar to go fight in the parking lot. I mean, it was one of those kind of. I mean, I told you it's a honky tonk bar.
Well, I heard that, man. But
So I mean, I wasn't bullshitting.
Like that.
So, I'm trying to break up a couple of guys. I'm fighting 2 guys. I look over out of the corner of my eye. Now, Chad's a big old boy. The size of his fist is the size of a damn country ham.
Damn.
And
With the
this dude comes running at him, was going to pop him from the side. He turns around, square hits this dude completely out of his fucking shoes. No. I'm talking like old school cartoon. I never thought it would be possible. He knocked this motherfucker straight out of his shoes. Dude goes ass over tea kettle over a handrail. And he's sitting there, and he's laying there in the ground going, and Chad picks up and goes, I got the motherfucker's shoes. So he throws those down. All these girls are fighting, and it was this girl that he was interested in that was out there this night. She's fighting. She's trying to fight these 2 other girls. I finally get them broken up and separated. Got her over to her place, which, she's hateful anyway. So I get these 2 girls. I'm like, just get in your car and go home, or you're going to jail. I got one in one side, putting the other one in the other one. One jumps out of the passenger seat, goes tearing ass after this other one. I put my arm out just to stop her. Well, her momentum and my arm ended up clotheslining her. She goes flipping around, everything else, laying down on the ground. You hit a girl. I'm like, I didn't hit a girl.
She ran into my arm.
You ran into my forearm. I'm sorry that it's a truth. And but then the other girl, Chad's friend, she ends up going to jail. They locked her up because she was sitting there cussing at the cops, kicking at them, spitting, going, that bitch pulled my hair. The bitch pulled my hair. All said and done, we've got 4 guys literally choked out, laying on the ground. We got her in cuffs, the 2 other girls in cuffs, everything else. I think we sent 12 people to jail that night. And I'm like, yeah, you feel 10 foot tall when you are 6'2" when you're in Texas. You don't even have to be in Texas for that to happen.
No, never.
I mean, it's just all you have to do is just add alcohol and stupidity and rednecks.
That's always happened, man. That's why we.
I had all of that, dude. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm just too old to get my ass whooped. I'm just gonna tell you. I was like, I'll be whatever you want me to be. I can go down another little rabbit hole if you guys will indulge me. Speaking of that, getting too old to get your ass beat and everything, throwing this guy out one night. And he's sitting there just getting real mouthy and everything else. We get to the door. He lifts his shirt up and he goes, I got a fucking gun. I reach over there and grabbed it. And I'm like, bitch, this is South Carolina. Everybody's got a fucking gun. I said, it's a high point. I said, you could throw it at somebody. I think you don't carry that concealed. That thing just looks like a PlayStation.
I'm like, what are you going to do? Throw it at somebody? So, that was my fun story because he was like, can I have my gun back? I'm like, no. You can pick it up from the sheriff's department tomorrow.
Yeah, when you shoot somebody with a high point, it's not really like you shooting them. They're just playing a game of Russian roulette. Is what it's going to go off or not.
Yeah. Or it might blow up in your own hand. All right, Pickle, it's all you, buddy.
I don't have no good bar fighting stories.
I got my ass kicked.
Just do the lyrics from a
I got my ass kicked.
Well, Adam's got, how many bars have I not got my ass kicked in?
No. I mean, I got carried out of the one in Dallas and then south side of Chicago. Got my ass kicked. Me and a dude out of the Marine Corps. He got it. My buddy. He got beat up too. The whole fucking bar beat us up. The whole bar. There was women in there throwing elbows.
What did you do to piss off that many people,
dude?
Or is that?
I'm from Texas.
It wasn't difficult.
It doesn't take much to make that many people mad. All right, Pickle. Sorry for
my leather jacket got stole. I wrecked a car. Almost went to jail.
I got pregnant.
Got beat up.
I was thinking about this week. It was figuring, times. I didn't have no Texas stories, so I thought back to when I was a kid in Missouri. And this is a story that I have never told out in public. I've never uttered it in the walls of this bar. But my mother never passes up the chance to tell this story, so I'm going to go ahead and share it with y'all. I was 15 years old out in Missouri, and I was really into athletics. I was running all the time, football and everything. That was just my goal in life at the time. And we lived out in Missouri, and on 36 acres, 3.5 miles down a dirt road, and the last house in the county on the line.
So you were in BFE.
BFE. I mean, 100,000 acres of cattle ranches around us, and there wasn't much to do. So we didn't actually have cows. We let the neighbor run cows on our land. We'd trade them out 1 calf a year, fill up a freezer and stuff like that. Pretty good deal. So to stay in shape, like I said, nothing much to do. I'd run out there. I'd run around, and I'd chase the cows. And I don't know if you know much about
Come back, honey, come back.
Oh, I knew somebody was going to go there, man.
No, and he's been chasing heifers ever since.
See, I knew somebody was going to go there, too.
You know it's going to be Eric and Adam.
Now, actually, I had my sister had a collie, and I had a collie. My sister's collie was the portrait of Lassie. Smart dog, just everything. She'd run with us sometime. And then I had my collie, which was the first only documented retarded collie in the history of the world. I mean, he just looked at you, there was a chromosome missing, And, I mean, I named him George after I want to love him and hug him and call him George. And he loved to run with me. Now, this dog wasn't too bright. You call him, he wouldn't come. You throw a rock at him, he'd run right to you. Just the way it was. And he let it run with me. And what I do is I take off kind of a jog, and then I sprint and run up, just touch one of the cows and back off a couple 100 yards, and then jog while I was doing it, just working myself out. And I was real vain at the time. I was one of the vainest 15-year-olds. I mean, to go out and chase cows, I stood in the mirror and made sure my clothes looked right, the hair was done. I was real vain.
You're so vain.
I bet you think this cow is gonna love you.
You're so vain.
So I stepped up off the front porch, threw a rock at George, and he started coming at me. And cows were pretty close, and I just went ahead and took off in a full bore sprint. Now, one thing about cows that I wasn't real aware of, I knew it, but when you start chasing, the first thing they like to do is just start shitting while they're running. And I'm on the sprint, and I'm coming up on this cow, and I see it raise tail and kind of start shitting. I'm going to veer off to the side a little bit, but here comes George. Right up under my legs, tripped me up. And the only way it could have been fresher if I'd stuck my head completely up the cow's ass. And I'm talking about I nose planed that stuff. I mean, just wasn't no catching yourself. Wasn't ready when I got tripped. Just right nose first, like the Enterprise when it wrecked on that planet. You just plowing stuff out of the way. I stand up. I have cow shit in my eyes, my nose, I'm sticking my lips out my tongue.
I can taste it.
I got the poo on me.
All on me. Turn around and try to run back to the spigot, which I thought was a great idea.
That's a faucet for you that don't understand it.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, there's no real good way to try to spray the cow shit out of your mouth without it going back into your mouth with that kind of high pressure, And the worst part about it was just so happened that day that my parents and my sister were sitting out on the front porch and get to witness all this firsthand. And I'm coming to the house trying to strip off. My mother actually goes and gets the video camera and says, "Will you do this again? I need to put this on America's Funniest Home Videos."
Sorry.
And I was like, that was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. I figured I'd just go ahead and throw that out there because I know
Okay, how do we get to see this video? That's what I want.
Oh, there was no replay. There was no replay.
That's like YouTube gold.
Yeah.
And Bentley, the midget was a delusion of your grandeur. Nah. That girl had to be 4'2", if anything.
She did. I was like, wow. So she was kind of tall. She was taller than Adam.
That's not saying.
I'm like almost the tallest in the bunch. What are you talking about? He's not the tallest. We're all about the same.
I'm taller than both of y'all.
Shorter than both y'all. So No, I'm
That's all,
kidding.
it's all that manure ate. I was a growing boy.
Hey, tell you time when I was 6'2", but it wasn't in Texas. This is in Bama, God's country, that's what they call it. And I'm sitting there, and this dude kept picking at me, man. I'm the smallest kid in the litter, you know. He kept picking at me, so I went up and that night, and he kept, Bentley, yeah. So I'm like, all right, dude. So I walked up and I drilled him. So I knocked him out.
You got this thing about drilling dudes.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
Yeah, that should be a story you tell about San Diego.
You know, he
does always come in the back door.
Y'all are
We're starting
terrible.
to see
That's
a
horrible.
pattern here.
Y'all are nasty.
Pun intended.
All right.
Pun
Well, either
intended.
way, so I came in the back door, left out the front door, but I drilled this guy. Bam! I knocked him out. I punched him a couple more times. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. So I left him knocked out, laid out in the parking lot. So we go to this party. I'm sitting there, and hear a knock on the door. They're like, Bentley, get the door. Next thing I know, I felt blah. Next thing I know, I look up, and it's a fucking floor. So I'm looking at the floor trying to figure out how I got down there. My lip is split so bad in the front, you can see all my front teeth. So I called my buddy Ron. I said, Ron, come get me. Take me to the hospital. He was like, what's wrong with you? I said, listen, man, something's wrong with my lip. So I go to the hospital, and the dude that I had knocked out earlier woke up, came to the party I was at, punched me in the fucking mouth, split my lip all the way to the top of my nose, and I had 2 flaps right here. You can see all my front teeth. So I get to the hospital, and I'm like, hey, doctor, there's something to do about this. They say, yeah, shut up. So next thing I know, I start giggling, because I hear somebody I know in the hospital next to me. It's my buddy Mike Pouncey. And he's riding in the back of a Cadillac down Atlanta Highway. And I didn't know this at the time, so I'm waiting there, and they're numbing me up, and I hear the voice down there, hey, what's going on over here? Mike is sitting in the back of the Cadillac, waving at some chicks, rolled out the back of the Cadillac, split his head open. Oh my God. He gets 8 stitches in the back of his head, and they sew him up, and then the doctor comes in and sews me up. Well, here comes my dad. My dad said, what happened to you? I said, I don't know what happened to me. He said, damn, you got some pretty teeth. I hope they fix that big mouth of yours. He said, listen, don't worry about it. If you don't have a nice smile, you can always get a job as a cleft lip clown in the circus. So they sewed me back up, and I'm told to live for about 3 weeks. I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, my pal. He's like, hey, you got for cooking. And I was like, damn, how does that happen, man?
Are you talking about the Cadillac guy falling out of it? I got to tell the story. There's another little bar around here, and it used to be here. It's called The Other Place. The OP is what we call
you're
it.
talking about that, yeah.
Yeah,
That was at the other, down in Liberty. That's what you're talking about?
down in Liberty. Down in Liberty.
Let me tell you something. They had some of the finest women out there. If you like women that's got 3 teeth, 1 on their head, and 2 in their pocket,
Yes,
that's
sir.
the place to go.
And that's what I was
Like
searching
Waffle
for.
House at 3 a.m.
That's what I was
Their
searching
name's
for.
Skittles.
Well, I got slap freaking drunk. There's just ain't no other way to say it.
No,
Yeah,
that would never happen.
hammered drunk. And bar closes down. You know, you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here type deal. I'm driving a 1993 Geo Metro.
Nice, man. Those are classics.
5-speed. And I'm...
Did you have some 3-finger links with that?
And I'm doing my best Mario Andretti home in that little thing. And I come up to this real sharp left-hand turn, almost like a Y turn. And I downshift and I'm turning, and man, it got quiet. Just looking around, I see the stars up above me, and I'm flat on my back. In the distance, I hear that little Geo Metro going, but. I done fell out of the driver's seat. Laying flat on my back in the middle of 135. Cars going on home. So I have to get, I'm in cowboy boots because I was 6'2" in Texas. And you just hear me click, clock, click, clock, drunk, staggering. The
Well, you
head
can't get to another place without no cowboy boots on. I'll tell you that right now. They'll throw your ass out. They don't check ID, they check boots.
That's it. I would have loved for the cop to come by and caught me right then. Was you driving drunk? Nope. The horse threw me.
Yeah. But it's all right. The car knows its way home.
Yeah. It was halfway back to the barn when I caught it. You know?
Did you catch it though?
Oh, yeah. I caught that thing. Yeah.
I'm not drunk. The
I
car
only
had
had 3 cylinders, dude.
Yeah.
It was down to 2.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Adam. Give us something.
I don't have nothing right now. Good.
Forrest Gumping it again.
Forrest Gump again.
Everybody
I
needs.
thought we've already discussed. I thought we've been discussing.
We are. You got any more stories?
I haven't even been thinking about it. I've been listening to y'all.
I'll tell you one. It didn't happen in Texas. But so I was going down to Fort Stewart, Georgia one time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man, was going down there. All right, so the whole time that you're riding down 95 south, right, for probably, 50 freaking miles, you keep hearing, we bear it all.
Yeah.
Talking about this damn booby bar. And this thing, but they got this damn thing hyped up, especially after you done been in the woods and damn 2 months with some dudes looking at damn fuck books all week. You get a day off, you're thinking, goddamn, we ought to go try this. We drive almost to the Florida border to go to this damn We Bear All. I walk into it, and it basically looks like a freaking Waffle House with fat bitches dancing around on it. They didn't have the black lights or anything, so you got these truckers in there, like, eating eggs, and there's these girls dancing, like, on the table, and these guys are having scattered, smothered, and covered, right? And, like, you're looking at, like, and there's, like, the lights are on, dude, all right? And, like, all you're doing is you're sitting there, and, like, it's like she had the scattered, smothered, and covered on her ass. I mean, it was horrible. And then there was
a bag full of nickels.
Oh, yeah, man. And then, on the side of it, while they were eating their eggs, there was a giant dildo shop. And there's only, I will say this, it was the only place I've ever seen a black two-stroke dildo in a place. Two-stroke. Yeah, you had to crank this son of a bitch up.
I got it. I got what he was saying.
Yeah, and it had instructions on the side about you had to crack the window. So I bought that son of a bitch, took it home. I think, I don't know how to work this thing. I know what damn gas and oil, what to mix in there. And I forgot to crack the damn window. And let me tell you something, me and the old lady. We ain't wake up for 2 weeks. We ain't wake up for 2 weeks. Kill my damn hamster. You know what I mean? You know what? Yeah, man. It's like, seriously, I had all the paper towel rolls ready to go. You know what I mean?
They talk about bad strip bars. We knocked off work one day up at Lake Kiwi.
Tits and grits. That's what I call that place.
About 10 o'clock.
Were you going to the Shitty Titty?
No, we went to
watch it now. Those are my buddies up there now.
Godiva's on Wade Hampton.
Oh, God.
This is apparently.
Did you get your tetanus shot before you went in?
No, because it was the first place open to serve tequila. It was open at 10:30. So that's what we went.
I went in there, not a drop, not a drip, not one. It's good. I tested it out first.
So we sit down, start ordering drinks, and there's 3 strippers in there, the combined age of 1 million. And we're sitting at the bar, we're just not paying attention, drinking. This one old one gets up there, and she's swinging this glow-in-the-dark ball and all this other stuff. And I had about 4 or 5 shots of tequila. Old boy says, go up there and tip her. By God, watch this.
My God.
I go up there, I just pull the chair right up the stage, hold out a $1 bill. Oh, man, think she ain't been tipped in 2 years. She jumped on me like white on rice, started grinding and everything. She done one of them backwards flips and put that thing right. It's like dirty socks, man. It's like,
Is that what it smelled like? It looked like dirty socks. It was brown and greasy.
Oh, she hadn't took no clothes off yet.
So you didn't know if you wanted a roast beef sandwich or not?
They one with the cheese.
She stands up and takes the top off, and I swear to God, them things held down like pancake batter. My buddy's in the back yelling, "Make a balloon animal!"
Well, you know how you know when they're really old and they're dancing up there? Is when they're dancing, they pull their tops off, right? And she's dancing with a titty, and the other titty's still at the bar having a drink. This is her.
That might have been her sister.
The other titty's still in the house in the bed. You know what I mean?
I threw that dog. Y'all, we got to find another place.
No, them's the best ones. Like a couple yard dogs loose on a chain.
Man, I couldn't get that dirty sock smell out of them.
Oh, man. Hey.
Oh, shit. He can't handle nothing.
I gotta
Well, my
tell
daddy
you.
always said once you got past the smell, you had it licked, but I ain't sure of that.
You'll talk with a list.
You would know. I put my name.
Hey, I went to one of those places of ill repute one time, and I'm sitting there, and
You mean a whorehouse?
no, it wasn't a whorehouse. It was a titty bar. No, a massage parlor.
Oh, so it was a rub and tug.
It was a Korean rub and tug.
How much they charge you, man? That's so much you got me. I was like, the dude told me you was paying $5.
Hey, Korean rub and tugs are great. The rub is free, the tug is extra, okay?
Right, $5.
But was this in Korea?
No, it wasn't in Korea. This was in...
I thought they charged per
I
finger.
won't name the state. But I'm sitting there, and I start looking at this girl, and it turns out she's pregnant. I'm like, oh, my God. There's a pregnant chick in here stripping. So I went over there, and I was drunk, and I dropped the dollar. She's dancing, looking at the dollar, and falls off the damn stage.
My baby.
I couldn't help but to giggle. I was like, man, I'd like to take that girl home and give that baby golf ball dimple. If you don't know what a golf ball dimple is, that's where you hit it so many times the baby comes out looking like a golf ball.
That explains how you look, bud. That really explains a lot. Thanks for the clarification.
She was a
and a really fucked up image.
She was a tightless by the
Shit,
time
my kid
it was all
came out
said
looking
and
like fucking Shrek. Like, I tried to put his ass back in. He wasn't done. I was like,
done. With green ears and all? A donkey.
yeah. Like, and the mother had a flat head, too.
Flat head.
Yeah, it's like, how you get a flat head?
It was a Ford.
Bought a flat head Ford.
Man,
Oh my God, that was horrible.
Adam, you got to have a strip club story.
I got one. We started a big fight in there one night because we went there. So we all drunk. I was in the Army. And we were going to the damn full nude titty bar. Right?
Well, they have them in Texas.
All right, so we got all in there, and we're all excited about seeing some damn full nude bush. We call it bush back there. They wouldn't all.
There's also a beer called Bush.
There is. But
Tastes about the same.
Back then, you had to, back in them days, you had to master the trick of the old, parting the shit. You know what I mean? But, so anyway, we were all looking forward to going in there. So finally, we went in there, and we're all drunk as shit. And they got these little fucking pasties on. I'm like, this is some complete fucking bullshit.
That's horseshit, Michelle.
It is. So then we run a military op in this thing, right? So we got guys in the back, we got guys in the front, we've got trucks parked around the back where you can run and jump in, and we just tore that fucking place to shit. We're throwing chairs, we're knocking motherfuckers out, and by the time they called the police, we kicked the door open, and the trucks were all there, we hopped in them, and hauled ass, and went and got tattoos.
No regrets.
Yeah. Now, the last time we did that, they woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and said, hey, it's our day off. Come on. Well, by 5 o'clock, I'm running down Tybee Island, butt ass naked. Hey, walking to old people going, hey, you ever seen a fruit bowl? And they're like, no. I'm like, you seen one now?
Ass hair so long you can braid it into dreadlocks.
No, let me tell you something. Then the police got me.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God. So apparently you can't sell fruit on the beach.
Not without a permit.
Can't do it. Yeah, I see me trying to come home and tell my daddy about that. I was like, well, I was showing my fruit bowl off at the beach. And then he said, well, what's a fruit bowl? Let me show you.
Pops ain't never sat in his recliner
Well, let me tell you
since
something.
then.
Let me tell you something. When I woke up the next week from him, when he knocked me the fuck out, I knew he knew exactly what it was.
Damn it, boy.
Come on, Adam. We know you got a story.
No, not anything exciting from a strip club.
Hey, one thing they do have in Texas that I did like is a drive-through package store, man.
They got those in Tennessee, too.
Yeah.
I know, dude, but how cool are those, man?
Yeah, they load your cooler up.
The beer barns and everything. You just drive in, they fill you up, give you snacks.
Dude,
That's how I got
serious.
kicked out of college in Kentucky.
I was driving through. I was like, let me get a 12-pack of this, 6-pack of that, 2 bottles of this. I can't remember what I ordered. And it said a keg. The guy goes, "Hey, where are you going?" I said, "The titty bar down the road." He says, "Hey, man, I'm closing. Can I get a ride?" I said, "Come on, man. I'm in. Scoot the keg over."
Did he like give you some free booze for giving?
Oh
you a
yeah,
lift?
he gave us a couple of 12 packs, and we rode over there, and it was a BYOB titty bar.
Yeah, they used to have them here in
I got
Greenville.
those in Texas, yeah.
Dude, how cool
The
is
shitty
that?
titty's still that way.
Yeah. They charge you an ass load for like if you want a mixer though, like if you want a Coke or something.
No, that's why you
it's like
brought-
$3 or $4 for a Coke.
You brought a
You can round
104
that.
quart cooler in, man. You brought a
Let me
104
tell you something. You walk into the
quart
shitty titty, you got about $14. You gonna have a good time.
I walk out with more money you came in with.
and a set of teeth.
They ain't mine. They ain't mine. They fit okay. They fit okay.
They got old grandpa back there running the shit. Old grandpa used to keep my beer out there. I go out there and I'm like, I got your beer in the back. Cause I got to buy a bunch of it. And I go out there and get fucked up. And I'd leave my beer. And he was all right with me.
Apparently, they've got a room back there that's got nothing but coolers that they used to confiscate or get left at the end of the night, still full of booze. And
Yeah, I
everything.
would imagine so.
Just, stacked up in case somebody comes back for it.
Yeah.
That's
I call
nice
him
of
the Pop. That's all I know is my name is Pole Pops.
Man, there's no place like that. We used to have diamonds over here. And that
I
was,
remember that years
They sure
ago.
are forever, though.
Let
Aren't
me tell
they?
you something. When I was in high school,
yeah.
we'd all, and I grew up in Newberry.
Okay.
And man, we'd all load up in the car and we'd head over to Diamonds, man, all the way from Newberry up here. And we had a good, they let you in 18 over there.
Yep.
We had a good time.
Brown bacon or the BYOB.
Yep.
And
Full nude. It was
full nude.
Yep.
But it was 18, you had to go out in the parking lot and drink.
Yep.
You know?
It was fun.
Take a pause for the cause.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Pause for the cause. Tequila.
Tequila.
Assholes.
Which we will be after tequila.
Well, that's intentional. Anyway, Slancha.
I'm about to be 6'2".
Oh, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Today's show is brought to you by 6'2" Tequila.
Y'all must have fun.
That's our new brand. You can find it at,
I'd buy that.
You can find it at B-Pam's.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Especially the short fuckers that drive those big trucks with the high heeled boots. You know what I mean?
With goldfish in the bottom of them.
That's right.
That's only in Miami.
Oh! I'll tell you a story one time about a race.
A foot race, car race.
It was a car race.
Okay.
We went to a NASCAR race. And I
Was it you and Uncle Daddy?
No, man, it was me and a buddy of mine. We'll call him Ed. So Ed loved to drink and fucking have a barbecue. So Ed's like, man, I gotta go. I gotta have my buddy at the airport. I was like, all right. Ed get to see his buddy had flown in and see him from Michigan. This is at Talladega. So Ed stops and picks this hitchhiker up. He said, where you going? He said, I'm going back to Anniston, Alabama. So then it's like, all right. So Ed has a grill in the back seat next to this passenger. So the passenger dude, I never knew his name.
Were you in the car too?
No. I was actually riding by and found him though, because I stopped to say, what's going on? So the dude that was riding in the passenger picked up Ed's grill, looks at it. He's like, oh, what's this in a little foil? So he opens up, there's a baked potato. And he's talking to Ed and he's going, hey man, you got anything to eat? Ed says, yeah, there's some meat and baked potatoes on the grill. Well, smart enough, at least he dumped the grill out. All right? I got to give him that. That was the smart part. The not so smart part is when he said, oh, I don't want a fucking baked potato. He threw it out the fucking window. So here goes this baked potato, 55 miles an hour, an aluminum foil. Dude turns around on Talladega Motor Speedway, and it hits him in the fucking face. Bam!
Inside a car.
He was outside the car, and he throws a baked potato out the side window. Hits the dude in the side of the head. And that tater just goes boom, and explodes all over him. And this is what really made me giggle, dude. I ride by, I see Ed pulled over. So I pull over, and I'm like, so what's the problem? I was like, talking to somebody who was from another state, was having to fly out and go overseas the next morning. Well, I turn around and look, and goes, I don't know, man, this crackhead in the back threw something out the side window and fucking hit a dude in the head. And I turn around and I look, and there's the dude going, "Yep, that's him. That's the car." And he's still got the baked potato and the aluminum foil stuck to his fucking head. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, who the fuck's throwing taters out the window? And he's sitting there smoking a cigarette going, "I'll never pick up another hitchhiker again." I'm like, are you serious? He threw the tater out. That dude goes, "Yeah, that's him right there. That's the car." He gets a dewey. They get my buddy, and this is how they got him. I said, "Sir, please step out of the car." So he steps out of the car. "Oh, now you're drunken in public." And they take his ass to jail.
God.
For public drunkenness. He should just said, "No, I'm going to sit right here in the car. I have no taters on me."
It's a tater-free zone.
Last time they pulled over the person I was with, they were drunk as hell.
What?
Like downtown Pickens, they locked her ass up. I jumped out and I tried to run. I was too fucked up. He didn't even know. I'm just like running in circles. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't even get charged with resisting arrest. You know what I mean? Oh, it was like, seriously, I was just running in circles over there.
Did anybody offer me any mayo to make potato salad?
Or an egg.
Yeah.
That probably would have been easier. But the aluminum foil, dude, just side in when they identified Ed's car, had me giggling. Yep, that's it.
I gotta roll out.
That's
Hey, see you
with us for a while. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, I did. I
Appreciate
enjoyed
it.
it, man. You guys have a good night.
You too.
I gotta try to keep my shit together. I gotta put my kid up. Yeah. Especially when I got that quarter pointed motherfucker over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, well. Hey.
See ya, Keem.
Bye, Keem. So, I've got a story that kind of goes hand in hand, if you will, to the baked potato one. We're in high school. We're in the South, by God. We ride around in the back of trucks doing dumb shit when we're kids.
We always do.
When you weren't riding around with a 12 gauge blowing up signs.
We've never done that either.
Or throwing pumpkins or melons or anything else out. So,
hey, how do you think the band Smashing Pumpkins got their name?
Right?
That's
a really good idea.
You know, hey, you guys got trucks. I got a 20 gauge.
Hey, not tonight.
Not tonight, yeah. So, we're riding around. It's in the middle of the summer, and, this is a well-known college town. That's all I'm going to say. And we've got water balloons. I've got one about the size of a cantaloupe. I've been saving all fucking night because I'm like, you know what? This one is going to be like my coup de grace. This is my grand exit. And
Grand exit.
So we're riding around, and I see this dude. Now you got to understand, this is early '80s. This dude is in full spandex paraphernalia, riding a 10-speed bike with his little helmet on, and all this other stuff. And he's like trucking down through there, and I'm like, victim found. We're riding, and I'm sitting there. I got tongue hanging out of the side of my mouth. I'm one-eyeing and everything because you gotta make sure you get that lead and everything with that water balloon.
Right, it's got to throw right.
Yeah. So I'm like a fucking belly gunner in a B-52 in World War II, going like, yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker
sizing them up, baby.
So we're going through there and everything, and this dude, and then I get the perfect opportunity. I launch this damn balloon. And mind you, he's maybe 10 feet to the side of the truck. I'm sitting there, it's like everything goes into super slow motion. And it's like you can almost hear this little music playing in the background as it's happening. I lob this thing. This guy must have caught it out of his peripheral. He turns his head, and I swear to God, this is still in slow motion. Right about the time as this thing's like warping itself and everything going, he's like, no! It pops him right in the side of the head, explodes, knocks him down a fucking hill and everything else. I'm like, score! Score! Gold medal. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am out.
This would happen to me today. It's not quite just that, but it made me laugh my ass off today. Turning there, right there in front of Home Depot by the Spink Station.
Yes.
And, trying to creep out, traffic's coming, and there's another car trying to creep out coming from the opposite side, trying to turn into Home Depot. And the more I creep out, they kept trying to block me. And it's this little old woman in a freaking Volvo or something like that. I mean, blue-haired woman. And finally, she figures out. So I just pull out almost nose to nose with her. And I'm like, what the hell's your problem, And old man was
she can't see over the dash.
Yeah.
That's me, you sons of bitches. Sitting on phone books.
She's got a little old man there, and I see him cussing at me, and I just threw him the double deuces, and you crotch bag, No, I don't, you cocksucker, like that. And the motherfucker raised his cane up at me and started beating on his I said, you see that? He's going to beat me with his cane. I mean, he's got the cane hanging out the window, going to beat me.
Oh, my God.
I should have just pulled. I whipped over to the gas, and I should have just pulled over and let him beat the hell out of the cane.
And then videoed it.
I deserve it.
Come on. Hurry up.
Oh, man. You start
I
waving.
got a 6'2" story for Texas.
All right.
This was late junior high, early high school years. It's probably 15.
That's when we did
It's about
dumb
50.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
We did a lot of dumb stuff.
Oh, dude. When I was 15.
Teenagers. Hey, millennials, that ought to be something for you. We're talking about
We set the bar, bitches.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Yeah.
scored a high score on Florida.
Yeah. We didn't have training wheels and helmets. But we 15 years old, did a lot of dumb shit when I was, teenager. And anyways, we're riding around stealing football signs from the rival high school
Okay.
out of their yards, all the football players. Yeah. So we're riding around in my friend's mom's car. Well, she had a brand new Nissan Altima. This is when they first came out. So we're riding around, brand new car, nice ass neighborhoods. Martin High School, that was the rich high school.
Yeah.
We all went to Arlington High School. Well, all my friends did. I ended up going to Martin, but I lived in a damn trailer. So we're riding around late at night stealing all these football signs. Well, word got out. So there's 4 of us in the car. One of us, it wasn't me. Can't remember his name. I think it was Jeremy or something like that. But he jumps out. He's walking over to the house to get the sign, and he's tearing the sign off the picket. At the same time he's doing that, the high school football player is standing outside in his boxers and a jacket and hits him with a flashlight.
Oh, shit.
Oh, one of those old mag lights?
Yeah, so next thing you know,
Oh, damn, that's
he's
decent.
still tearing. He's running to the car, still tearing the sign off the picket. Jumps in, go, 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 go. So we're on the wrong side of the road on a major road in Arlington, Texas,
That's not
getting chased
Selling propane products.
with a trunk full of Martin High School football signs.
Yeah, that would never point to guilt.
Okay, yeah. So we're getting chased by this guy doing 90 in a 45, the wrong side of a 2-lane road. And we ended up driving right past the police station, duck off behind the police station to a parking lot and hide behind a damn grocery store.
Adam's got to be the only guy in history to actually go hide at a police station.
Nobody expects me here.
Yeah. So we end up, we sit there for a few minutes. We walk into the store, let time go by. We end up going back to his house, and he went to Arlington High School, but he lived literally right up the street from Martin High School. I mean, it was a 5-minute walk from his house to the school. Okay, so we go back to his house, pull in the garage, pop the trunk, take all the football signs out of his mom's car, and put them in his car. Now we're all 15 years old. He's like 2 years older than me. He was the only one that had a car and a license.
This sounds like Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. So
You know the best thing about high school girls?
Yeah.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Who was that?
Matthew McConaughey.
6 foot. Yeah, he's 6. Well, he's not 6 foot, but he's from Texas. But
He was making playing bongos and got arrested.
so we take all
It
the
was the Shiva.
yeah. We end up taking all the signs out, throw them in his car. He had an '85 Nissan Maxima. So we hop in his car and continue riding around stealing football signs in a different car. All right, the next time these were rival high schools, so of course the next time they played football, which was at Arlington High, they got all their football signs back because we lined them up down the fucking visitor's side the night before.
That's actually a pretty epic story.
That's a pretty good idea, though. You get your shit back.
Yeah. My buddy's counselor. Another little episode that we did was we ran around stealing yard ornaments.
Like garden gnomes?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a picture at the house. There's one of them on my buddy's TV stand. We painted it blue. It was a bird. But we took all kinds of dump plants, just all kinds of shit. We were stealing for sale signs, just anything that was in the yard that we could get our hands on.
I had buddies back in high
It's
school
not stealing, it's acquiring.
that would leave out
Steal,
on
we
Friday
got
night after the football games, drive to Gaffney, steal the newspaper thing, and put it in Walhalla.
Yeah.
So you get the Gaffney news. They drive around all night stealing newspapers, the old newspaper machines, and putting them in different towns.
That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody thought was a good idea.
Gas was cheap back then.
Well, gas was cheap back then.
And two of them are now cops.
And they practically did get to the front door and click on the light before we're even running from the door. So somebody got our tag number and description of the car.
Yeah.
Well, we had some eggs with us that night. So we're riding around the neighborhood doing this.
You hungry?
No, we're taking yard ornaments and whatnot and egging houses and
Oh,
stuff.
y'all did the egg.
So, but
TV.
these were some really, really nice houses, big, huge yards.
They didn't want to be fucked with by a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah, these it got to the point that,
TP.
I mean, it got to the point the front yards were so big that you didn't want to run up and ring their doorbell because they'd be outside with a gun before you even got back to the street.
Because it was Texas.
Yeah. So we're riding around, and my buddy that's driving, the same one with his mom's car with the football signs, like I said, he did all the driving. So may he rest in peace, by the way. He passes by this house, and he's like, man, back when I was trying to sell newspapers door to door, teenagers trying to make a buck, he was like, that lady, man, it's Texas, it's 105 degrees out, she wouldn't give me a glass of water. I said, stop the car. Got an egg. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, dude, I had a hell of an aim. Hell of an aim. Still not that bad. But, I mean, this had to be a good 50, 60 yards, man, from the street to the front door of this house. All right? I jump out the back seat and launch an egg, plant it straight, boom, dead center on the front door. Stained glass window.
Oh, shit.
Which, an egg coming in that hot, that fast, it did some damage. All right, so after the whole football sign, because this was part of that, like I said, my friend's counselor, it turned out to be her house. So
It was your public defender?
No, the counselor.
Like guidance counselor.
Guidance counselor in high school.
I thought it was your public defender.
It was his guidance counselor at Arlington High, and she knew his car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he gets called into her office one day. She's like, so what'd you do this weekend? I hung out with my friends, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? Is that all you did? Really? You weren't in this neighborhood around, 2 a.m. in the morning on this Saturday night? Oh, crap. She was like, yeah. I know it was you. I know it was you, and y'all did $140-something damage to my front glass. So me and two other dudes had to all chip in the money to replace that damn window. So she wouldn't press charges. Yeah.
Back when I was doing that delivery drive, and I told y'all about some of it, I was delivering. I was
Pubescent?
Pre-Uber Eats and all this other stuff, delivering from restaurants and then off delivery. And one of them happened to be a bar, and I was underage, and they let us drink because we were employees there, technically or untechnically, or whatever you want to call it. Never asked me for my ID. Sitting there and got hammered one night.
You were 6'2" in Texas.
That's right. Sitting there and got hammered one night, and somebody said, cops coming in the back. So out the front I went. Jump in a big old 86 Lincoln Town car. I mean, blue with chrome on the bottom. It was my grandpa's car. I got it. Drunk on tequila, making bad decisions. Had a breakup.
Kind of like tonight.
Yeah. Had a breakup from the high school sweetheart not too long ago, and I thought it would be a good idea to take that Lincoln, go do a donut in her yard, and leave. So I did the donut in her yard, and I mashed that gas and got that Lincoln hauling. At the end of that street was a hard 90-degree left-hand turn, which I never had a chance of making. Straight into a telephone pole.
Oh, shit.
Damn thing, I'm sitting there trying to crank it back up. Boom! It catches on fire. So I'm right there trying to raise the hood. It's all wrapped around the telephone poles. I mean, damn Lincoln Town car, it looked like a U. I got my head up under there trying to blow the fire out of it. Some dude comes in with in front of his house with a fire extinguisher, and about the time he hit the fire extinguisher, I went, I sucked that stuff all in my lungs, just nasty, coughing, gagging, staggering, can't breathe. And he's like, "Are you drunk?" I said, "No, I just inhaled half that damn fire extinguisher." Well, they called the cops. They called the cops, and naturally, state trooper shows up, and he puts me in the handcuffs. Well, my license was suspended. I didn't really unpaid ticket, so I'm going to jail. He took mercy on me. He put me in the front seat, reached in my front pocket, and said, "You been drinking?" I said, No, absolutely not. I'm underage. I've been keeping the tops off the mini bottles and sticking them in my front pocket. He runs me up there, Pickens County. And he says, "Here's what I'm going to do. If you get somebody to come get you, I'm going to let you go." Well, I ain't calling my parents. Me and Casey were dating at the time, so I called her. Now, she ain't got no ride. She has to go over and knock on her neighbor's house and wake them up in the middle of the night to come get me. Takes me back home and drop off. I go into the kitchen because I'm still in the house. All right, don't wake me. Car broke. Good night. Yeah, I've been asleep about 2 hours. My dad's going, "What the hell's the car?"
You read my note?
Did you read the note? I got blood all over the road, fire extinguisher dust, smelling like a brewery. And that was the end of that car. My grandpa said that was my inheritance. That was the last thing I got.
Is that the same Lincoln you ran off the road in over here by Tractor Supply?
No, that was my minivan. that was 20 years later.
Because no good story goes with that was my minivan.
That was one. That was on Christmas Day.
He said that was 20 years later.
Christmas Day, 20 years later, I'm mad at a girl again. Leave a party, drunk as a skunk, and that road runs right out there. That stop sign, it's not near bright enough. You can't see it in time.
Yeah.
And somehow or another, I missed the gas main, missed the fence post, and just ended up in that field. Well, I'm going to turn this rig around, and I saw it better to back it out for some reason. And there's a big, huge ditch there. I high center that main. Can't rock it, the front wheels won't. If I sit in there, it won't do it. I get on the back and push, the wheels will touch. But I can't do both at the same time. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm out there with a jack, trying to jack it up so the wheels will touch and everything. And here comes the car coming by. "You all right?" "Yeah, I'm fine. I got it. Don't worry about it. Merry Christmas. Have a good one." No, they couldn't leave it at that. They had to call the cops. So Easy PD rolls up. I just keep working on the van. I don't stop. I said, "Well, I just missed that stop sign, and I've got this, y'all. I appreciate you." Here come another Easy PD. Here come another Easy PD. Here comes the Pickens County. Here comes another Pickens County. It's Christmas night, 2:00 in Pickens. I mean, I've got it easily.
You brought them all in.
At one time, I look around. There are 12 cop cars sitting there.
Like, how pushing you?
That's the whole force.
How many cops does it take to get a car unstuck?
And I'm still working that jack, going back and forth. I never stopped working. I never stopped talking. Just you boys.
They're videoing it, laughing at you?
No, they're all parked there, and I'm over here. They're sitting on the road. And I found out, I said, one of you fellers could help. I said, if you'll push on it, I'll get in there. Well, we can't do that. So I tell you what, I'll push on it. You get and drive. He said, well, we can't do that. It might go down and hit Tractor Supply. I said, if you can't drive no better than that, you don't need to be wearing that back. You park that company car, go get your helmet. So,
where's your ride control helmet?
The only thing that saved me is there was a wreck across town. Girl flipping in to get himself killed.
Wow. Oh, man.
And I really hate that. But
but it saved your ass.
Everybody left except one state trooper and an Easy PD. And, this whole time they haven't asked me for an ID, gave me a sobriety test, what's going on. I never shut up. I just kept working on the car. And finally I get back in there. I I sit there for a second and said, this ain't going to work. So I rolled down the window and said, hey, boys, I got somebody coming. Y'all good. I appreciate it. They drove off.
They were just going to watch you.
Watch me.
Wow.
Did you have defibrillators on?
No, I was all dolled up. I'd been out boot scooting and whatnot.
Booty scoot. Were you wearing the belt buckle with the slogans on it?
Booty scooting?
Booty scooting.
Is that the same thing as twerking, but for farmersonly.com?
Yes.
And you want to know what the funny part was? I called that sumbitch at him that night trying to get him to come help because it wasn't too far from his house. He answered, no.
All right.
He went, ring, you've reached the voicemail up.
This sounds like a good time for us to wrap this up. We appreciate everybody listening. Make sure to follow us we're on Spotify, we're on Castbox, we're on SoundCloud, we're on everywhere you can find a podcast. Follow us on Facebook.
Coming soon to YouTube.
Coming soon to YouTube too, so we're going to be adding that extra element of awesome. So we thank you guys so much, and thanks for staying with us.
Thanks for checking us out.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good one.